Okay, so this is the last day of a crazy airsoft weekend we had a few months back in 2011. This is, again, the last day. It's a Sunday, and this is the first game of the day. We had been up all night the night before. We were pretty exhausted this morning, and it's about 90 degrees out. You know, we're all dehydrated and just trying to have a good time and get through this last day. So here I run up about halfway, um, and I take a look back, looking for the rest of the Rainbow teammates, and I see Squid here.
Go Rainbow!
So I say, let's go Rainbow, trying to call the guys up, and I ask Squid here to do something cool for some camera montage footage. So Squid runs out, and he trips. So we laughed that one off, and still looking back for some more teammates. I assume Golk and Casper ran up the left, because Ranger's here by himself. And this game here, I believe, is a force-on-force game, so there was no respawns.
Yeah, you're clear.
Come to find out later, I believe Golk and Casper and some of the other mates were hit early on the left side. So the three of us take a look around, and Ranger gives a good survey. I don't think I knew where I was shooting there, just shooting in the direction Ranger was, but he spots some OPFOR, and he calls me in this little building for me to take a good shot. I have a lot higher range on my rifle than the rest of the team, so I'm usually called for the longer range shots. The Squid calls, we're going right flank. We all get together. He pushes up first. We get a little hop-up adjustment. So Ranger does an excellent job at calling out these shots. He points out the bunker, and we're laying down rounds at here, but they keep popping their heads down, and we're still way too far away for these shots. So we decide to bound up, and Squid gives me the signal to loop around him. So far on this right side, we've had very little opposition, except for in front of me here. We get a guy popping his head up in this bunker.
Hold up, in front. Right in front.
He wasn't even looking at us, so we put rounds on him, and I'm trying to direct Ranger and Squid's attention towards him so I can watch the distant OPFOR on the left side. I direct us all to hang tight. I believe I was pretty out of breath at this point. You know, already sweating profusely and just trying to put some rounds down. And if you notice my sight, I've got some comments on the video of my sight being crooked. I'm actually using a 45-degree offset rail mount due to the fact that the masks that we wear, the wide cheeks kind of restrict our ability to aim down the sights properly. So I put an offset up on the top of the rail to fix that. Ranger here finally takes the guy out in the bunker. He calls it, and because our opposition on that right side is so scarce, we decide to move up a little quicker. So I do a quick reload. My last of two I believe I used 2 high caps in this round. This is the last of my 2. So we take out the last guy that we can see on the right, and we try and loop around the right side a little faster.
You got a band? Got a few bands?
As we move up the right, we see nobody up on the right side, towards the back of their starting position. But the out four, they keep running down the left, unaware that we're even there. So we've been picking off quite a few as they run down the left side. And by this time, we're about 50 feet from their starting position, to the back of the field. So Ranger moves quick. He keeps running down the back side, and I'm picking off the few guys that run down the left, still unaware that we're on their right flank. So I see Ranger moving a little farther around the back, so I try and give him some help. He points out this berm here, and he wants a nice high overhead viewing point. So again, Ranger points out this berm behind this building that I'm looking at.
We got guys on the berm far.
It's the berm we were shooting at earlier. They were popping their heads down, and it looks like there's still quite a few in there. So I'm just popping off a ton of rounds, just trying to lob some in there. We both know we need to move to get up there. We're just waiting for somebody to make the move. So Ranger moves first. I'm trying to give him some cover fire. I'm not really looking forward to having to run across this open field to get there, but he moves in a good spot up the right side. So I see this friendly up on my left. He moves first, so I just follow right behind him, hoping I can get there at the same time. He gets up on the berm first and surrenders these two. So I take a look around, see what else I can see. He engages a guy to the right, and I spot this guy in front of me running along their sidelines. So I give him a little one-handed burst and take him out. And I believe I ran out of ammo here. I checked my mag and regroup with Ranger. They haven't called the game yet. We assumed it was over, so I call for a mag. So there we go, quick mag change. We still got friendlies running around. Ranger spots some guys back by our starting point, and I see that they're friendlies. I call out that they have bands on.
They're banned. Right here? Right here?
Here is where the game siren sounds, and that's the end of the game.
How's all my ammo?